Yeah, we'll just start from mount. So same thing, start with your sweep, but we get to mount, right? Let's say you still got this trapped, right? And I'm in this position. I want to get this off. So a simple solution, I'm gonna take my other hand, I'm gonna thread through, and I'm gonna make sure, just like we're going for that choke, I got this position. Now I'm gonna reach inside, I'm gonna take my forearm, and I'm gonna turn his head away from his knees. The spine only turns so much, right? And this, even if this arm isn't in, like for example, you land and mount, and he hits that quarter guard. The simplest solution is to take your elbow and point his head the other direction. And there's no quarter mount, right? That shit's hard to hold when your chin gets turned. So that's the simple solution, right? If you've got this arm, we don't want to give it up, so we just reach to the lat to keep this trap. I reach inside, and now I frame his head that way, and that will release the foot. Then we get to our mount and our chopping block. You can do the arm bar from here. It's better to dig the second underhook. Most guys, when you're in this spot, they need to create space, so the other hand's gonna frame on the hip, right? Yeah, that's your opportunity to steal this underhook and get to our mother's milk position. Once you get to a mother's milk position, and this is a good tip for just holding this position in general, is I want to slide my knees up. Now when he bridges, my weight's not on his hips, so it doesn't move me. If I'm down here and he hits a big bridge, I gotta post because he's moving me now, right? So I just jump my knees up a little bit. Now, when we're gonna go for our arm bar here, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna like make sure he's settled down. If he's going ape shit here, I'm just holding the position until he calms down. Once he calms down, I'm gonna slide to my S mount. I come up to this position. I wanna wrap tight around his body, and I don't wanna sit off like this, right? This is what you'll see a lot. And it takes pressure off of him. He's breathing fine. So I'm gonna drive forward. Here. Now he's carrying my weight. Now this hand slides to my deep hook. If he doesn't lock his arms, he's gonna get immediately armbarred. So he's gonna lock his arms, right? Now, what we can do, the typical way this would be showed is I would dig for this leg, I would fall to my hip, and I would cover for spider web, right? That's fine. If you have good breaks there and you have good spider web control and you like this position, that's fine. Another option, we're here, I dig the leg, instead of going back, I go forward to here. Can you keep that grip? Try. It's okay, it's hard. That's the point of this, right? It's hard. I'm on his diaphragm. Now this is a ride, right? This is a bit of a ride. He's got a tight grip. My leg steps in front and I cross face him with my leg. And that grip comes loose. It's a pretty reliable way to break the grip, keep your weight on top. And then, you know, a lot of guys have good armbar escapes nowadays. So it's like you start to sit back on that spider web and they're up and they're stacking you, and now maybe you get the armbar, but it's from the bottom, you're crunched up, it sucks. I'm old, I don't want any of that shit. So we get to our mount, chopping block. Maybe he doesn't give me the space for this underhook, right? So what I would do is I would take my elbow to this, there's a soft spot on your shoulder right here. The elbow goes into the soft spot, and then I drive down and into his ribs till I feel the ground. Now I can start to open this arm and get my mother's milk. Slide my knees up, switch to my S mount. There's a choke here called the Turk choke. It's like a compression choke. But when you're going live, like high intensity, guys won't tap to that. They'll just suffer it out. So we put a little pressure on, I scoop the leg, I go forward, and I hook the arm. He locks his hands because he doesn't want to release an arm bar. When you get here, you can ride, but you can also make an adjustment. Like I'm a little bit on his ribs right now. I want to be more on his diaphragm. So I turn, and you feel that shift. My cheek goes right into his diaphragm. Now it's hard to breathe. He's holding on for dear life, trying to not let his arm get broken. I step over, I cross face him, it extends his arm, and I finish on top. And this is like your most reliable way to break an arm with an arm bar, right? Because I have so much pressure. One more time. I have so much pressure, and I'll loosen up a little bit on you this time. We're here. I've slid up. I'm here. Once I get to this position and I've shot him over and I've stepped over, I've cross-faced, I've extended the arm. Like, if I need to break, my hips go in and I drop my weight into the back of that arm and I pull and it's going, right? So give that mounted arm bar a shot. 1, 2.